Hello, everyone. Welcome to Titties and Tarot Thursdays. Thank you for joining me. It's been a long week, but here I am, ready to service my collective. I thank you so much for being here. So, I just hit record. I have not said my prayers, my intro, anything of that nature. So you're gonna do it here with me today. So, all right. First of all, I call all my energy, senses, emotions, and consciousness back to me in the present moment, cleansed, purified, and rejuvenated, ready to be used for my highest benevolence. So I speak, so shall it be. With all intel intact, I thank you. Ashe. I call upon my higher self. Hey, girl. Hey. I call upon Miss T, hey girl, hey. I call upon Universal Cosmic Source of all Mother, Father, God, Creatrix. I call upon Papa Legba. I ask that you make sure no trickster energies are present as I do these readings, and that everything is understandable for both myself as well as the recipient. So I speak, so shall it be. All right, now who we doing first? Who we doing first today? So I did air signs first last time. I'm hearing Earth. Let's go with Earth first this time, okay? All right, I summon and call upon the energy and the elemental sign of Earth. What messages do we have for you all today for my Earth signs? And yes, I know I didn't say this part, Welcome to Titties and Tarot Thursday, where the focal point is the titties, but I hope you stay for the tarot. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, how your mom and them? How they doing? All right, my earth signs. What y'all got for me today? What's going on with my earth signs today? I hope you can hear me as well, because I have the phone sitting behind the normal spot where I sit it. So hopefully it's loud enough. What messages are there for my earth signs on today? Okay, we got the Ten of Pentacles. We are the world for my earth signs. I'm gonna hold off on that. This is because this also kind of giving the need for community, because the We Are the World card is the Ten of Pentacles usually, but it's also like a need for unity in this situation. What's that song? Like, I'm in no way religious, but I'm hearing this song. Jesus loves the little children. All the children of the world, red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in His sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Yeah, I'm hearing that. So I don't know, something about your children, or children in general. If you don't have children, may be relevant for my earth signs right now. All right, thank you. Shit. Okay, we have letting go with the Eight of Waters here. Let's see. And then we have moment to moment with the Two of Pentacles. Okay. And trust. Okay, we have trust here. That is the Knight of Cups. So with We Are the World, letting go, and moment to moment, for my earth signs, this is given like you have a larger community than you realize. And it is time for you to utilize that community and stop trying to do everything yourself. You see all these people holding hands like around the world, like you literally have a whole collective, a whole community of people who are willing to help you, who are willing to assist you with the Ten of Pentacles. And this is given like even when it comes to money matters and financial matters. So networking and putting yourself out there, whether this is like charities, benefits for children, whether this has something to do with like you being a teacher or getting into teaching, or the educational field. This could also deal with like my it's given like my autism babies. It's given that, so like look into different charities, not even charities, but like communities where you're connecting with parents, I was about to say like-minded energy, but that as well, but parents who are, dealing with the same concepts, the same things pertaining to your children, and any, situations that they may be dealing with when it comes to their development. So the letting go card is really giving like letting go of that need to do everything yourself and just kind of moving moment to moment and not really putting so much stress on your mental about how you are going to do the daily tasks that are given to you. This is really giving like, yeah, and don't feel guilty. The guilt is behind that. Don't feel guilty about, how you make it through your day to day. Don't feel guilty about the things that you can or can't, that you feel you can or can't do for your children, for your child, especially if they are, they fall somewhere on the autism spectrum, or if they're dealing with any type of disability or anything of that nature, or just your children in general. Don't feel guilty because of what it is that they have to deal with, the extra things that you have to deal with. Don't feel guilty for that. That is a gift, and it's not necessarily always the easiest gift, because you trust me, I know, I understand. I've worked in the field. I used to work with developmentally delayed children, and all different types of I'm trying to be politically correct here, all types of children with various disabilities. It really was a variety, um variety here. So like I understand like the difficulties of having to constantly care and tend to make sure their needs are covered and met. And I also understand how it can make you feel when you feel like you're not doing enough, when you can't help, those times when you can't do certain things for them. But what this is saying is like, don't feel guilty. Don't hold on to that guilt. Don't hold on to that guilt because of that. Let that go. Because literally, since Jesus loves the little children, he loves the little kids. Trick love the kids. Look, Trick love the kids. So your babies are gonna be all right. Your babies are gonna be all right. Your children are gonna be all right, even if they, don't have any, outside disabilities. Even if you're just concerned about their well-being, them going back and forth to school, all the things that are happening in this world. Let go of uh, the worry, the guilt. I know you're not going to let go fully of that worry, but let go of the guilt, and the constant concern and need to hold all that inside. Let go and begin to trust others, begin to trust your community around you, so that you can literally move a lot more freely in this world, move moment to moment. Like every day is going to be different. Every day is going to be another surprise. Every day, is going to be not the same as the next. So you never kind of know what to expect in those type of situations. Like, my gods are funny. This is giving me like Forrest Gump energy. Like, Mom always said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, and that shit's so real. And they said that Forrest Gump had developmental disabilities and things of that nature, but he had a mama who motherfucking loved him, and she did whatever it took to make sure he had what he needed. And Forrest damn near outsmarted, outranked a whole bunch of motherfuckers that he came across. Most of the motherfuckers that he came across, people that were in his energy, weren't even worthy enough to literally tie his shoes. I'm just saying. So, and he ended up a millionaire. So like, this is given like when it comes to your children, when it comes to like the concerns that you may have for your children, for family, even like, don't concern yourself too heavily with it. Don't, and especially if you begin to feel like you are holding in a lot of guilt, a lot of concern, a lot of worries, reach out to someone. Network, get with the people that have those similar experiences, so you guys can have your own like support group, support center, so you can literally like move easier and a lot more freely in the world. What are we at? Okay, do we have any other messages for my earth signs? Because that was kind of specific and kind of uh long message. We're already at 10 minutes. All right. You know, I'm gonna leave it there because that may just be what was needed. I'm gonna pull an advice card from my enchanted map oracle, and then we're gonna move on to the next sign. And you know, I kind of like this because it was about the babies. It was about the babies, and I love the babies. I love the babies. At least it's not no bullshit. What are you talking about? Other people's mixes and grown ass adults being assholes. I can appreciate that. And you know the babies love the boobies too. They do. They like to sleep on them. Yeah. Yeah. And some of y'all I probably held y'all babies. But anywho, let's see. What messages of advice do we have for my earth signs today? Just one, please. Just one. We don't wanna. Okay. Okay, y'all meant that. Alright, we got compass. We have details, and slow and steady. So, two cards came out. This card came out twice, so we know it's real. The details, and slow and steady. Details is usually, concerning like contracts and paperwork, the fine print behind things. This is also giving me like when you go to the doctor. When you go to the doctor and, you take your children to the doctor, even when you go to the doctor and, they tell you, this is what something is, and you just take that at face value, surface, level, and you go with that narrative. You don't seek out a second opinion. This is given like, whatever information is being given to you, don't necessarily take that as like the final say. Do your research and pay attention to the details, like pay attention to the fine print, because there may be something that the doctor may be missing. Doctors are practitioners, just like a spiritual practitioner. We don't always get it right. We don't always have all the answers. Doctors are not the end all be all when it comes to diagnoses and things of that nature. So take it with a grain of salt. Pay attention to it. Be vigilant. Do your own research and get a second opinion when it comes to certain things. Okay, don't just trust them 100%. Yes, you go and you get a general consensus of what could be possibly going on, but then you should always find a second opinion, because the time we're living in, as well as I know, they don't know everything. They don't know everything. They know a lot because they learned a lot, but there's some things that, can't be learned just in a book. There's things that change, and that's why doctors keep studying. They keep practicing because things have changed, and things, take time to, become a theory and then to become law as a practiced, situation. I don't know what to call it, but you get what I'm saying. All right, but let me read details, and then I'm gonna get out of here because I didn't want these to be super long, but here we are. All right, details. This is the time to be aware of the fine print in all areas of your life. Look at the details and leave the broad strokes for another time. When this card appears in a reading, it's a sign to finesse a project, make small but meaningful gestures, or add a personal touch to your correspondence. Be aware that what you need to know lies in the details. If you're entering into an agreement of any kind, pay attention to them before, not after, when it's too late. Clarity and transparency are key. You can gain great understanding by observing the minute body language, offhand remarks, and fleeting facial expressions that reveal the larger picture. So this is also giving what I've been saying for a minute, especially for my ritual participants. Listen to the things that are not being said. Pay attention to these small, silent lulls, the in-between moments. Pay attention to those things, because those things are where you're going to find the answers that you're seeking. Whatever that may be, that's where you're going to find the answers, not in what's openly being presented to you. And that can be, resonant when it comes to just like the things that are going on in the world as well right now, especially if that's any concern to you. Like if you're like literally worried over that, pay attention to the things that are not being said, the things that are not being, broadcast very loudly. The things that are not being said out loud usually are the things that are really the ones that you need to pay attention to, not the big showy whatever. Pay attention to the still small voice. Pay attention to the shit that's, kind of hidden in the background, kind of lulled. That's what is really important. So, next we have slow and steady, which is number 12. And that is, remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race. This is a time for easy movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access for your dreams. Slowing down allows more contact with the juicier elements of your life. Savor them. So that goes hand in hand with what I just said. Slowing down, taking the time to see what's going on in between, in between takes, in between the lines. And not just for that reason. Just enjoy the moments that you have right now. Enjoy the time that you have right now. Enjoy the people and the connections that you have right now, because you never know like how long, you'll have those moments. Children grow up so fast, connections, family, friends, they are fleeting, just like emotions. So take things slow, allow things to marinate, um, allow yourself to enjoy the juiciness and the gratitude of your day to day. Even if, it may seem a little hectic, it may seem like it's so much going on, it may seem like you don't have enough time in the day. Take a few moments out of your day and just appreciate what's in front of you. And from that moment forward, things will start looking a lot brighter. Just saying. So I'm going to close that there, because we're at 17 minutes and that was not my plan. I should have just went live and just... Anywho, so I thank y'all for joining me on Titties and Tarot Thursday. I do hope that you got a message, a word from this reading. I do have some other adult things that are in the works. They should be put together no later than tomorrow by 11-12 p.m. midnight. So be on the lookout. Again, thank you. Namaste.